What's up, everybody?
What's the sense in sharing this one and only life? Ended up just another lost and lonely wife. You count up the years and they will be filled with tears. Love only breaks up to start over again. You'll get the babies, but you won't have your man, while he is busy loving every woman that can. Say I'm gonna leave 100 times a day. Easier said than done when you just can't break away. Oh, young hearts, run free. Never give hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young heart, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool. Love really don't love you. Don't love you. It's high time now, just one crack at life. Who wants to live it in trouble and strife? My mind must be free to learn all about me. I'm gonna love me for the rest of my days. Courage the babies every time they sing. Self-preservation is what's really going on today. Say I'm gonna turn loose 1,000 times a day. How can I turn loose when I just can't break away? Just can't break away. Oh, young heart, run free. Never be hung up like my man and me. You and me. Oh, young heart, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool when love really don't love you. Don't love you. Oh, young hearts, then run free. They'll never be hung up like my man and me. My man and me. Oh, young hearts, to yourself be true. Don't be no fool.
What's up, everybody? That was Candy Station with Young Hearts. Welcome to Wednesday Night Night Starter. I know I do have some competition tonight. Go Knicks! I have to say it. I'm not even like a big sports person, but in New York right now, like, how can you not be excited about the Knicks in the NBA Finals? That's a really big deal. So, sending some night starter energy to all the Knicks players tonight. That there's something like really electric about your. I call New York my hometown now because I've lived here so long. What about your city getting so far ahead when they haven't done that in so long? So I'm excited. I know my bandmates are really big fans as well. So yeah, but here we are, Night Starter. I don't really want to watch the game anyways. I just want to hear about how they do, and I want to hear people cheering the street. I'm all about the hold on, let me turn this down. I'm all about just the excitement and the energy and that kind of stuff. But I don't need to go. I don't need to go to a game to experience that. So here we are. Maybe someone can update. Maybe, hey, Dylan on YouTube, and maybe someone on Twitch too. Maybe someone can be the updater on the game tonight, so we can always kind of keep track of how the game is going. But I have something else to talk about. It's Night Starter Wednesday. We've got Lorraine in the room. I see all my friends. I see Wiki Dawn is here. I see Danny's here. Danny, I feel like you might know some facts on what we're going to talk about, because you are a true New Yorker, and I know you have like a pretty insane history of the city. So it'll be fun to watch Danny 3904 in the YouTube chat, and I'll try to relay it over to Twitch. So tonight's theme, I just announced it on Instagram right before the show. Tonight's theme, I decided to kind of follow the weather. It's getting hot here. Today was 80 degrees. It's going to be in the 80s tomorrow. So with things heating up, and with the Knicks in the NBA Finals, and it's their first game against the Spurs, I decided, I'm not doing a sports episode, but I decided to stick with something steamy. So I decided, how about a night here on the town in New York, a night out at Studio 54. So everything, if you can tell by the first song, everything has a very disco theme to it. And I thought I went all into, we're going to dive into the world's most famous and luxurious disco, New York's one and only Studio 54. It was only open for 33 months total, but it really did leave a mark on nightlife history, celebrity culture, and of course music. So let's dive in. I got some really good stories. I found some interesting clips, good commercials. Yeah, so let's do the next song, and then we can just kind of keep moving through a night at Studio 54. Here we go. Next song with that theme, I had to go with, I tried to pick like people that either were known to hang out there, or the songs that felt like very, like they would have been coming from the DJ booth at Studio 54. So with that, my next song I chose, I'm just gonna sing it for you. Michael Jackson, of course. Here we go.
When the world is on your shoulders, gotta straighten up your act and look it down. If you cannot get the feeling, then there ain't no room for you to part of time. 'Cause we're the party people night and day, living crazy, that's the only way. So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 upon the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Ooh, let the madness and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all with living off the wall. Life off the wall. Living, count it all you want to, 'cause there ain't no sin in folks all getting live. If you take the chance and do it, then there ain't no one who's gonna bring you down. 'Cause we're the party people night and day, living crazy, that's the only way. So tonight, gonna leave that 9 to 5 upon the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Groove, let the madness and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. Life off the wall, living off the wall. Do what you wanna do, there ain't no rule, it's up to you. Decide to gather life and party all night. You can hide your inhibition, gotta let that fool loose deep inside your soul. Wanna see an exhibition, better do it now before you get too old. 'Cause we're the party people night and day, living crazy, that's the only way. So tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 there on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Move, let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. Life ain't so bad at all.
It's not so bad at all. What's up, Cosmic Taco?
Gotta leave that 9 to 5 upon the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Whoa, let the madness and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. So tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 upon the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Whoa, let the madness and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. So tonight, gotta leave that 9 to 5 here on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Move, let the madness and the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all.
That was indeed Michael Jackson with Off the Wall. He was known to, I'm pretty sure he made some Studio 54 appearances. So many. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Yes, that was Michael Jackson with Off the Wall. I thought that was an appropriate disco tune. That song actually came out in 1980, I believe, as well, which was just about the end there of Studio 54, but it still slid into those 33 months of Studio 54. Yeah. So, all right, it's time for our first commercial. My mom informed me, I think she's on here. She's probably hiding behind Wiki Dawn Morris. That's my dad in there. So say hi to my dad and my mom. But she said today in passing that her favorite thing is the commercials. So I picked some Studio 54 themed commercials, and I also found some other interesting things. So with that, I'll see you after a word from our first commercial of the night here on Night Starter.
Emerald City, dedicated to imagination, committed to the pursuit of pleasure. Emerald City, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Emerald City, Route 70, Cherry, state-of-the-art disco.
That was Emerald, what was it? Is it Emerald Disco? Emerald City Disco? I feel like, oh, thanks, Dad. My dad just sent a super chat, $20. Thank you. I'll try not to spend that in one place, but I probably will, especially after this episode. No, I'm just kidding. That was the Emerald City Disco. I don't know what city that was in, but I would like to go there. And also noted that lady had perfect lipstick on, and I would like to learn how to do that. So yeah, we are currently walking up to the club here at Studio 54, and we're gonna go in and we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Hold on. Oh no, Roger's messed up my curtain. Roger is really in a special place lately. Okay, oh, there, Mommy Dearest, that's my mom. Mommy Dearest and Wiki Dawn, if you guys wanna get to know my parents. Now you can have them for yourself too. Okay, so Studio 54 was located at 254 West 54th Street between Broadway and 8th Avenue. It was originally an opera house that was built in 1927, and then it became an actual CBS film studio, hence how it became known as Studio 54 when it was bought up and turned into the club after being a studio for CBS. And I just wanted to let you know what it is today, because I love finding out what all these historical buildings are now. Right now, the building that Studio 54 was in, it's actually now Broadway's Roundhouse Theater, and right now there's Rocky Horror Picture Show is showing on Broadway, and actually I see posters for it all the time in the subway. I feel like there's a really big cast right now in that show. But yeah, that's what's showing at Studio 54 right now, where all that happened. Imagine going to a show on Broadway, and then you're like, especially after tonight, and you find out what happened at Studio 54, some of these like stories. If you go to a Broadway play there, you will never think of it the same. What's up, Rubydale? And you guessed the theme. Congratulations. I know. Did you guys like my hints today? We'll go over those in a minute. Yeah, we'll go over those now. My hints today was, the first hint was, what was my first hint? I don't remember what my first hint was, but my second hint was a pile of, what was that, mound of snow. I searched the image, snow. We know what that was, because that happened at Studio 54. I think I also put for Studio 54, oh yeah, I put New York, Times Square from the 70s. I also did a photo of a white horse and Dolly Parton. That's one of the stories we're going to talk about, this white horse that came through Studio 54. And then the last photo I did, I don't remember. But they all were very relevant to Studio 54. Oh yeah, it was Night Fever with John Travolta. Okay, so the owners were these two guys, Steve Rubell and Ian Schrager. And they opened it in 1977, just as disco was on the rise in America. And I also had found out, interestingly, disco and like this club did so well because this was a time where the Vietnam War had just ended, and people had been they needed to get out, they needed to get freaky. Like, it was really dark times in America. So, hence, like, disco was just this like thing of people just being like, get me out of here, I need to do something fun. Feel familiar? We need some fun stuff right now. Anyways, maybe disco does need to come back. Disco, and we need to have a Disco Against Kiss show sometime. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So Steve Rubell, they opened it in 1977. Interestingly enough, the owners had a really tough time securing a liquor license. Getting liquor licenses in New York is really hard to do to this day. Like, it's not easy. So they had a hard time, but that didn't stop them. They were so set on building this club that they found loopholes, and they would get daily catering licenses, like the kind of catering license to have a wedding. And they would, every time they'd open, they would just have a catering license and then do whatever they wanted. And they did this for a while, for about a month. They got away with it, serving whatever on their daily catering licenses, sometimes not even doing it. And then they got shut down in the middle of a party. And they had to shut down, and then they were able to reopen because they got the right license. Apparently they even did a couple parties with just juice because people wanted to be at Studio 54 so bad. I'm looking at your comments. I just saw something of Devil's Dandruff Snow Booger, my dad just wrote. Devil's Dandruff, human being, I see. You guys are cracking me up. Sugar boogers. Yes, we're going to talk about those. So, Studio 54 quickly, this one's a lot because there's just so much interesting. Studio 54 quickly rose to New York City and worldwide recognition as an elite nightclub due to its celebrity guests, extreme parties, drugs, and back to those extreme parties, yes. I hope there's no kids. This is not a kid episode by the night, but for tonight. So if you have a kid watching, or if you're streaming with your kid right now, maybe have them go do something else, because we're gonna just talk about some things that kids, or if you have like elderly grandparents in the room, like 90-year-olds, unless they're freaky, which that's totally cool. Maybe they do want to hear this. There were sex parties. Do I need to mute these words out for it? There were those parties there, and a very tight velvet rope. Like, it was really hard to get into this club. Andy Warhol called the entrance to the club a dictatorship at the door and a democracy on the dance floor. Because apparently the door guy had all the power. The door guy and the owners, they would just decide who could come, who could not. But then once you were in with the people of the club, if you got in with everybody, that was it. You became VIP. You became like a person for life, and you were like welcomed by this amazing community. It was a really great community, actually, in Studio 54. Famous people, some famous people were known to be turned away. Like, you couldn't, just because you were famous, like, there had to be something special about you. You had to the doormen were encouraged to invite a little bit of everybody. They wanted it to be just a mixed room, a mixed salad of everything. So there would be, they would invite it was a very big like drag community, trans community, then you'd have celebrities, and then you'd have like bankers there and lawyers, and you would have just a little bit of everything. And it would be, the things that would get you turned away would be like maybe like a super square hat. They'd be like, I don't like the hat, go. Like, I remember reading a story where one guy wanted to come in and they said, no, but if you take your shirt off, you can come in. So he did, and then they let him in. There would be Mick Jagger and Bianca Jagger, Andy Warhol, Diana Ross, Grace Jones, and then your average Wall Street Joe, probably naked. Yes, trans community, and you even had, there were these regulars, Roll Arena, who was a Wall Street banker that came every night and roller skated around on the dance floor. And then there was also Disco Sally, who was a 78-year-old lawyer who came every night to just like cut loose. And these were the people of Studio 54, just like coloring the atmosphere. Okay, here's lastly one really interesting story, and then we'll get back to the music, because you know I love these weird stories. So people wanted to get in so bad that they would do anything to get in. There was one guy who wanted to get in so bad after being turned away in his black tie attire, true story, that he tried to sneak in by climbing into an air conditioning shaft. However, he became trapped and died in the shaft, and only was discovered after someone started complaining, people started complaining that it smelled like a dead cat. And they found this guy trapped up in an air conditioner vent. He wanted to get in that bad. There also would be like, at one point they were selling bootleg maps of the tunnels of how to get in, how to sneak in, and people would also show up with mountain climbing grappling gear because they wanted to get into Studio 54 so bad. They would grapple up the side of the building and try to get in through windows. And this was a regular thing. So, man, so if you like, I remember I had a few times, I think I got thrown out of more places than but I remember a few times where I got, my parents aren't here, I remember I got kicked out of I got in some trouble at my sister-in-law's bridal shower, and the owner, we were at a Chippendales thing, and the owner, or the guy of the club, I think I said something, I got into trouble, but the owner locked me in the basement with my friend, and I was like, I'm about to get murdered, and I remember we had to be like MacGyver and find an escape, and I remember I escaped and then had to go back into the club and find my sister-in-law. Yeah, Mom and Dad, ask Jamie about this story. I can't believe, I hope you'll talk to me after this show. I did it, I was fighting for something I believed in though. I don't remember what that was. Okay. With that, to lead into the next song, this next song actually was inspired by Studio 54, the band Chic. Nile Rodgers went to Studio 54 because Grace Jones had invited them, and they got to the door and they didn't know the password, and they tried 2 times and the door person was like, no, you can't get in. And they're like, I'm here with Grace Jones, I was invited, and they're like, no. And what ended up happening, was that the door person said, he said, get the F out. And he said that twice and slammed the door. So Nile Rodgers lived around the corner, and he went home and he drank a bottle of Dom Perignon, which apparently at the time was called rock and roll mouthwash. He downed a bottle, and then he kept hearing that get the F out of here, but instead he heard it as freak out. Anyways, that's what inspired this song, and this was the revenge song for not getting into Studio 54. So with that, we had to do this. Is the ultimate Studio 54 song, Le Freak by Chic. I'll probably cut it out early because it goes on for a long time. Because it's disco.
Freak out,
Le Freak, c'est chic.
freak out.
Le Freak, c'est chic.
Have you heard about the new dance in town? Listen to us, I'm sure you'll be amazed. Big fun, be had by everyone. It's up to you, it surely can't be done. Young and old are doing it, I'm told. Just one try and you will be sold. It's called a freak, they're doing it night and day. Allow us, we'll show you the way. Freak out, that's the line. Le freak, c'est chic. Freak out. All that pressure got you down as your head spinning all around. Feel the rhythm, chant the rhyme. Come along and have a real good time. Like the days of stomping at Savoy. Now we're freak, oh what a joy. Come on down to the 54 and find a spot out on the floor. Freak out, le freak, c'est chic. Freak out. I said freak. Oh, freak. I said freak.
Danny, that is so cool. So Twitch friends, so Danny on YouTube was, I knew it. Danny was a regular VIP at Studio 54. Danny, we gotta go get a coffee sometime. I need to pick your brain. I need to hear your stories. It's amazing. I should have had you do this episode.
Freak. Now freak.
I hope I'm getting my facts right now. I'm so nervous. Oh wow, Danny, tell me. I want to go with you next time.
All that pressure got you down as you said, spinning all around. Feel the rhythm, chant the rhyme. Come along and have a real good time. Like Dave's are stomping at Savoy. Now we're freak, oh what a joy. Just come on down to the 54 and find a spot out on the floor. Freak out, le freak, c'est chic. Freak out, le freak, c'est chic. Freak out. Oh, freak out, le freak, c'est chic.
I will see you after a word from our commercial. Another juicy one for you. I'll be right back.
Now everybody can get into Studio 54. Jeans. For women and for men.
A good-sounding stereo doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Listen to what $189 can buy at Tech Hi-Fi. A Philips automatic turntable, TDC loudspeakers, and a Roberts receiver at Tech Hi-Fi for just $189.
Listen to what your money can buy.
And now,
And now, weekly news of the weird with your favorite anchor, Kendra Morris.
hey, that's me. What's up, everybody? How
And
about...
now, weekly
Okay,
news
okay,
of the weird
I'll take it.
with your favorite anchor,
Kendra Morris. All right, everybody. So, welcome to the news of the weird. And yes, I'm your classy, sometimes trashy, mostly trashy, sometimes classy host with the mostest, Kendra Morris. And I got some weird news for you. I have a couple. Actually, I have my first story of the news. So, while I was getting the show ready today, I was doing my laundry. It's a glamorous life here. Doing my laundry, actually. I know that this is a really glamorous, fancy studio that I'm in, but if you can imagine it, directly across from me, in another universe, is a big pile of clean laundry that needs to be folded and put away. And it's just a mountain right now, and Jerry was laying in it. But for now, just imagine that we're in my fancy news studio here with the news of the weird. So, as I was saying, I did my laundry, and they always have like TVs blasting. It's on my corner. I hate doing the laundry, but I get my news at the laundromat. And what was on the news? But real-time news of the weird. And then it popped up when I was also searching for my news of the weird. And here is what I had to tell you about that. So, in New York City, as of today, we're having a little problem right now. Hold on, this is loud in my ears. Mysterious men have been roaming, yes, mysterious men have been roaming around in the vast and intricate sewer systems of New York City. Since May 5th, there have been at least 3 documented sewer invasions, and some have even been caught on camera. I thought this was kind of cool. Actually, when I was doing my laundry and I looked up, I filmed it on my phone, but I forgot to put it onto the show tonight because I wanted to show you a video of me doing laundry and then watching the news of the weird in real time. Anyways, and there was a video and it's showing like guys climbing in and out of the sewers. It's really gross. Investigators their leading theory is that the groups are looking for valuables that wind up in sewage. Officials are worried, though, that if they keep doing this, that someone's going to eventually die. There haven't been any accidents that they know of yet, but sewers are, surprise, surprise, very dangerous. You could get electrocuted. You could inhale deadly fumes, like fumes from poop. You could, there's the risk of flooding, and you could get stuck. I know there's some movies about this, and if not, there's gonna be a big movie soon that I'm gonna write about being stuck in a sewer, and there's like a giant monster turd alligator that comes and gets you if you don't get stuck. Yes, I'm gonna make this movie. Maybe I'll make this movie and I'll play it here on Nite Starter, and this is gonna be our big thing. Anyways, New York, you know the saying, if you see something, say something. So if you see someone hopping in your sewer, call 911, or just tell them to be careful. Yeah, I see someone small on here. AC duct, yeah, don't climb into air conditioner ducts. You're gonna get stuck. And don't go in the sewer. You're gonna get stuck and you're gonna inhale a turd. Small, I'm with you, Small on YouTube. I would rather die cool too. If you die in a sewer, that's not cool. That's lame. That is the worst way to go. Smothered in sewage. Okay, More news for you. I got a lot of news tonight. This was an oldie but goodie, but I saw this pop up and I screenshot it. And being that I'm a bulldog lover, and I know Lorraine is a bulldog lover too, and I know we've got a lot of dog lovers in here. I found this story, and apparently it's an older one, but I still had to share it. This is from April of 2023. I'm calling it Oldie But Goodie, Give a Dog a Bone. A retired builder and father of 5, apparently grandfather to 11, David Lindsay got a new puppy bulldog. He dozed off on his couch with his pup. The dog's name was Harley, and he woke up later in horror to the realization that his puppy chewed his big toe down to the bone. Look who's here, just in time to talk about bulldogs, right, Pepper? Look, she's getting so big. He had apparently lost the feeling in his feet to 2 blocked arteries in his legs, and although his toe was fractured and nearly severed, his dog Harley wound up saving his life because he had no idea that his arteries were blocked. So the happy ending, his dog was actually a hero, even though he ate his toe. And my last bit of news, because I know we got a lot of stuff tonight, but Uber had their 10-year anniversary, and with that, they unveiled a list of the strangest lost and found items of 2026 to celebrate. So I just thought I would flash through these things and see if you've left anything weird in an Uber. Dentures with 2 teeth, just 2 teeth, breast milk, human hair, ew, live fish, mannequin. I would have left the mannequin for sure. Pelvis implants. I might have left those too. A pair of partial teeth in tissue. That's so gross. Baldy cap. I would have left a baldy cap. I have all kinds of costumes. And an ankle monitor. So there was a longer list, but those were my favorite items. I think my favorite item is the pelvis implants. Excuse me, I think I had a late night and I think I left my pelvis implants and dentures in the back of your car. Could you check for me? And that's it for the news of the weird. Be right back with an original song right after this. Right after this commercial.
Well, the popularity of cocaine has been on the rise over the last 5 years. So have some other things. Cocaine-related emergency room treatments, up 300%. Cocaine-related deaths, up 323%. And thousands of lives down the drain. Now, if for some reason you weren't aware of all this, welcome to the glamorous world of drugs.
Money don't come from nothing and it's never for free. It don't fall from the air and it don't grow on trees. Was it something I said when you walked straight away from me? Or was it something I said when you walked into misery? Go and take it back. You and me, we can never go and take it back. And you cry sometimes, you do. And you cry sometimes, you do. Thought it was safe to play the fool for a while. Let you do your thing, find out who you are. Was it somewhere beyond the faded lights what you want? And did your heart rest easy when you said goodbye to us all? Take it back. You take it slow, cry sometimes you do, but you'll never know. Cry sometimes you do, hey, take it slow, cry sometimes, and you cry, hey, you cry sometimes, and you cry. Ooh,
That was an original. I'm trying to figure out what to name this segment. The Skyline Originals, like Skyline Chili. That was an original called Cry Sometimes from my album Babel. And I see that Rosewood God Guitars just entered the YouTube chat. It's halftime. Rosewood, can you tell us how the game is going? Who's up? Knicks or Spurs? We got to know, and we need someone to just be letting us know, especially during halftime, who is up with this big game. This is the only time, unless it's another big New York game, that you'll hear me asking about sports, because I think I'm a New Yorker now, over 20 years here. So anyways, I was like, why is it so quiet? Because I didn't cue my fabulous backing music. Anyways, here we are, Night Starter. The theme again tonight, anyone just in the room, is a night at Studio 54, celebrating the fabulous, most decadent club for only 3 years in New York City, Studio 54. The Spurs. Oh, well, Rosewood, you live in Tech. Okay. I'm gonna just, it's still early. It's only halftime. Maybe it'll be a tie. Everybody can win, right? No, not everybody can win tonight. Anyways, with that, I'm into section 3. We have to go back into talking about this. Did I play? This is the last commercial. The commercial before this, if you noticed, all my commercials very much have to do with Studio 54 theme. So the last commercial, which I thought was appropriate for the theme, was I'm trying to think of a separate word to say so that my content doesn't get flagged. A mopane PSA. You know, a sugar booger PSA from probably right around that time. I have another PSA coming up for you after this, and we can talk about that commercial too, now that we know it's my mom's favorite section of Night Starter, and I'm sure she would like to say something about the commercials. So, or I'm sure Lorraine would too. Lorraine definitely partied Studio 54. I just know it. Okay, anyways, here is another commercial, and after that, we are going to have another song. See you in a minute.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Ooh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind. So you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, setting. There's one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
Studio 54. Here we go.
There's more to question than answers, and sand will slip through your hand, and love is faster than lightning, so grab it while you can. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I've been searching forever between the bad and the good, but now I know what I'm missing. I wanna make it with you. One night in a lifetime, one life in a night, one night in a lifetime. Baby, it's got to be tonight. Baby, it's got to be tonight. One night in a lifetime, one life in a night, one night in a lifetime. Baby, it's got to be tonight. Baby, it should be tonight. One night in a lifetime. One night, one night, one night in a lifetime. One night. They say that love is a gamble, and luck will play a trick or two, but I'll risk all of my loving. I put my last buck on you. One night in a lifetime, one life in a night, one night in a lifetime. Baby, it's got to be tonight. Baby, it's got to be tonight. One night in a lifetime, one night in a life, one night in a lifetime. Baby, it's got to be tonight. Baby, it's got to be tonight. One night in a lifetime. One night, one night, one night in a lifetime. One night, one night in a lifetime, one night in a life. Ooh, yeah. One night in a lifetime. Baby, it's got to be tonight. Baby, it's got to be tonight. One night in a lifetime, one night in a life. Ooh, one night in a lifetime. Baby, it got to be tonight. Baby, it should be tonight.
That was, yes, indeed, Donna Summer with One Night in a Lifetime. That is the one that got me thinking about Studio 54. Sometimes, like, I will not know. I don't know what the theme is going to be next week, and I just have to kind of patiently wait for the theme to come to me. And so I listen to music all the time. I've been trying to go to the gym in the mornings, so I try to put on different music when I'm at the gym that inspires me, and then I get my ideas. Or like this one, I was getting ready to go out to see a friend's show, and I put on some Donna Summer, and I was like, wait a second. And then the Studio 50, I was like, disco would be fun. I was like, but what's beyond disco? And I was like, you know what would be fun? Studio 54. Because I love learning things, I love the stories, and I know a lot of really great music came from that time. So with that, I have a little bit more facts for you, and I have a little clip I want to show you, and one more song, and a night song, and yeah. So this section, again, if there's kids in the room, please remove them because this actually, this is my juiciest section. Mom and Dad, I understand. It's not that juicy. Okay, well, it's just facts. I only tell the facts on Nite Starter. Let's just get into it. So, I need to take a sip of my drink for this. Tonight's message brought to you by Lorraine and I are trying to get some sponsorships here. Tonight's message brought to you by Celsius because I talk a lot and this Celsius keeps me talking a lot and singing a lot and certainly hydrates me. Yum. Wait, here's Celsius ASMR. Excuse me, that's as live as you get. I don't know what came over me. I told you, trashy is sometimes classy. No, Dad, don't go. It's not that bad. Okay, Studio 54 was known for its over-the-top exclusive guest lists, VIPs, regulars, and in the beginning of the club, the owners sent limousines packed with sugar booger powder, and they would scoop up the VIP guests to make sure that they came because they really wanted to make sure that Studio 54 was the place to be. So if you were like, I can't go, I don't know, I don't feel like it, they'd be like, nope, the limo's at your door, and look, here's all the candies for you. Elizabeth Taylor celebrated her 46th birthday with an over-the-top party at Studio 54. The Rockettes performed. This was her, Rockettes performed a dozen naked hunks in sequenced banana hammocks. And there was a giant cake with her portrait on it. And this part I had to chuckle. So Andy Warhol was there and he kept a journal. And in his journal, this is what he said about that night. Warhol said, Liz looked like a ... belly button. Like a fat little Cupid doll ... She was the queen. That made me laugh because I never heard someone described as a belly button. And to me, what a description. And I'm going to start using that comparison. Like, if somebody makes me mad, I'm going to be like, you look like a belly button. What do you say to that? Okay, back to this juicy stuff. Studio 54 parties. Yes, Rick James went there, small on YouTube. What is the Studio 54 location, Kyle? I can tell you in a minute. It's on my note cards on the floor, but it's on Broadway, on 8th, 54th. It's on 54th between 8th and Broadway. Studio 54 parties were also known for their free-for-all parties. These for their free-for-all parties. Anything goes. The place was even built out to support this they put rubber walls into the balconies for easy cleanup with a hose and being able to wipe it down. And then mattresses all around the basement. And apparently, there was even a body fluid expulsion contest that once happened in the basement. Wow. There was always something wild happening at Studio 54, and to be a part of it was something else. New Year's Eve at Studio 54 even had event planner Robert Isabel had 4 tons of glitter trucked in for people to dance on. And the night of, this is the white horse thing, the night of Bianca Jagger's birthday, a white horse, someone came in with a white horse. It was not her, but she ended up climbing onto the white horse and riding it while a naked man pulled it around, and this became an iconic photo. There's these photos, and I imagine the song, I should have looked this up because this would have fit right in, but the song White Horse, I imagine that maybe was inspired by that photo. I know that photo inspired a lot of things. The nightclub was known for dropping things from the ceiling. On more than one occasion, high fashion gifts dropped down from the ceiling. Imagine if like a high heel like clonked you on the head. Anyways, I found some really cool Studio 54 footage, and it was a whole like long thing, so I just chopped it into a minute. And I want to play you that, just since we've been talking about Studio 54. It's such an interesting story, being that there's so much lore to this club, and only was not even open for 3 years. So I'm going to play you this little edit I made from this old Studio 54 footage. And when I get back, we'll do one more song, and then wrap things up. What a great night with you here on Night Starter for our night together at Studio 54. I'll be right back. I'll be right. I gotta work on these fancy cues. I'll be right back after this.
I came here
To lose
the
weight.
night before.
It's really a lot of fun because of your
Studio 54 is open to everyone. And love, and you're all
Just spread you out working overtime.
Oh my, do they still let him in here? It's a cute little balloons you have. But it was beautifully presented, and to see John Wayne at the... Ooh, a paparazzi.
Hopefully your eyes are yours, my darling. Or I can easily be poked out with this band.
What did you guys think of that? Wasn't that so interesting? I just thought all that footage was so cool. Like I really felt like it was there. Knicks versus Spurs tonight. Night Starter. Yeah, Danny. Night Starter is kicking ass. Studio 54. But yeah, I thought that footage was really cool. Danny, wouldn't it be cool if we watched that video and then you were like, hey, that's me right there. I'm the one in the corner doing this dance or whatever. Anyways, I love that footage. I just tried to just condense it all and make it feel like we were there. Was that Luke Skywalker? I don't know. You know, I'll play it again one more time after the show, and I'll just repeat a few of the facts for anybody that missed them. Anyways, ooh, I see someone on Sisyphus Records. Thanks for resubscribing. Thanks again, everybody. Okay, with that, it's time for another from our theme before we do the Night Starter night song and some more facts. And also, I worked this up. I have something special for you to join me on this next song. Here we go. This is Sylvester, he came out of Studio 54. Amazing, amazing singer. I heard these vocals soloed on a podcast once.
When we're out there dancing on the floor, darling, and I feel like I need some more, and I feel your body close to mine, and I know my love is about that time. Make it real, mighty real, real. You make me feel mighty real. You make me feel, Jerry, mighty real. When we get home, darling, it's nice and dark, and the music's in me, and I'm real hard. Then you kiss me there, and it feels real good, and I know you mighty real. Make me feel mighty real. Make me feel mighty real. I feel real. I feel real. I feel real. I feel real. Real, 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 real. I feel real. I feel real. I feel real. Yeah. I feel real.
30-second instrumental to catch my breath and say, look, Jerry's here forever. He likes the song, I think. What's up, Jerry? Boy, he's getting, look, Pepper's here. Oh, Pepper. Sure. He's so cute. That was Sylvester with You Make Me Feel. And we also have Jerry in the room now. Jerry, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, it's been it was a really fun night and fun theme with you all. And with Lorraine and her Virginia Slims. And hopefully talking some trash to you all. Pepper has been climbing all over me during this. And yeah, and here's Jerry. I need to work on his sizing. Look how big his head is. Or maybe I need to get mine up there next to him. All right, thank you, Jerry. I'm going to send you off now. Yeah, that was fun. What a cutie. Yeah, Studio 54, a night at Studio 54 here on Night Starter. And again, go Knicks. I'm not keeping up with the game. I know Rosewood got popped in during halftime. I don't know if he's still here, but thanks for popping in. And I saw that Danny in the YouTube chat had some interesting Sylvester facts. He said he met him a few times, and wow, you spent time with him in Boston? That's amazing. And a few photos. You know what? That is so cool. It's just so cool to be part of that history. Yeah, Sylvester was incredible. Yeah, came out of Studio 54 at that time. With that, I have a couple more facts for you, and then the night song. This is where it gets a little bit sad for Studio 54, because remember, it had a very short shelf life. Studio 54 came to its final curtain only 33 months after its opening, February 2nd, 1980. Steve Rubel, one of the owners, he made a statement publicly. Folks, pride comes before a fall, and Steve Rubel unfortunately learned this after he made this statement. He said publicly about the club, only the mafia does better. And he said this regarding to the money that they made. And this led to an almost immediate raid in response to, and it was an immediate raid, and especially because the club had only paid taxes in 1977. This was 1980. They hadn't paid taxes since 1977, and they had only paid $8,000 in taxes. So, yeah, you can bet that the feds came in and raided them. And it was raided during a good old extravaganza. And what they found when they raided it was $600,000 cash found in garbage bags beneath the building, probably with the body, as well as 300 Quaaludes and at least a few ounces of sugar booger stuff. Rubel and Schrager, the two owners, they were each sent to prison to serve 13-month sentences, but not before they were serenaded outside the club, or maybe it was inside the club. They were serenaded by Diana Ross and Liza Minnelli in front of a crowd, which included Jack Nicholson, Sylvester Stallone, Gia Karaji, Richard Gere, and more. That's the way to go out. If you're gonna open the most famous disco club of all time. What's up, Barry? Thank you so much. I see my friend Barry in the room. Thank you for the super chat. I was gonna say, if you're gonna open a fabulous, famous, most extravagant club, go out like that. 3 months, I think if they had stayed open for years and years, I don't think that Studio 54 would have the lore and the mysteries surrounding it as it does now. I heard they're working on, when I was doing all this research, I think there's a documentary out. I know the designer Halston. There's a movie on Netflix about the designer and Studio 54, and there's all kinds of things, and they're working on a biopic. And I think if it had just stayed open, it would have become totally just it just wouldn't have burned so brightly. It would have just kind of faded, and it'd be with anything. You see in New York, a lot of clubs. I used to bartend in the East Village, and I've mentioned that a lot before, but you see so many places open and shutter because they'll almost they won't have a grasp on how to really build a community to throw a party. But Studio 54, I think, did so well also was because they built a community. They were definitely it was the community that the two owners had envisioned, which was this velvet rope, this place that you had to really get into. But also, like Andy Warhol said, dictatorship at the door, but a democracy on the dance floor, where everybody was one and united, and that's community, and it's so important in anything you do to find your community and find your people, and I don't know if it's a bar, if it's a club, if it's a church, if it's a night starter. Build your communities, because that's where magic happens. Anyways, it's been a great night starter, and I always feel at the end of the shows, I always get really into this special moment, oh, this is the moral of the story, and I didn't know where it came from, but there's always a moral. What a beautiful thing. Glad I'm wearing my glasses so you don't see me cry. And I did burp in the microphone for you after drinking my Celsius, and then my parents politely excusing themselves. So I have just the night-night song. It's so good to see everyone, new friends in the room, old friends, the friends that are not in the chat room but watch from afar. Hello. And you're always welcome here if you want to be outside or inside. My night starter door is always open, and Roger is down here. I don't know, he's headbutting my leg right now. Anyways, you can just picture. Let's bring Jerry back on the screen while we're ending things. There he is. He was looking for a turkey, actually. That's how I filmed him, to do that. Good to see you, Brandon and Small, and my Twitch friends, Felix Moonrocks, and what's up, Isram? So anyways, that was it. We went to Studio 54, and we got in before they shut down for not paying anything to anybody. With that, the Night Night song, I get to announce a tour this week. If you've been on other episodes, you know which run that is. It's going to happen in the very end of July, so I will be looking forward to seeing some of you friends where I will be. And yeah, next week I am putting a new song on streaming. It's a song that it's very intimate. It has kind of been out in a way, but now it's going to be digital. So I'll leave that as the mystery, and that'll come out on the 11th. I think, is that next Wednesday? Anyways, thanks again, everybody. Here's the Night Night song. After that, I will put up the chat room, and I will just replay a couple of the little videos, and then sign us out, and we'll see you next week here on Night Starter. And yeah, how's the game going? Anybody have any, the Knicks and the Spurs, who's winning? Dare I ask? Oh yeah, Lorraine put the WhatsApp on the screen. Sign the WhatsApp. Also, if the notifications bug you, you can mute. So when I first started using WhatsApp, I didn't know that you could mute everything, and I was like, how do I do all this? But you can go and you can mute group notifications so that you don't hear them. So then it's just nice. You'll open it and you'll be like, oh, there's all my friends. You can set it up so that it doesn't ding. So don't be afraid of the WhatsApp. I've really begun to love WhatsApp for just communicating with people. It's just it's a really great way. Okay, here's the Night Starter Night Night song. I'll leave Jerry on here for one more minute. Little Shaka Khan. I felt like she definitely fits in the theme tonight.
I will love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. For me, here is where you ought to be. I just wanna satisfy you. You're not mine, I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now or I'll go crazy. Sweet thing, whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. Love your child my whole life long, being right or being wrong. I only wanna make it, baby. Walk away, don't be so shady. Want your mind, don't want your money. These words they say, they might be funny, but sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? Whoa, whoa, sweet thing. Don't you know you're my everything? You, Jerry. Or being wrong, I just wanna satisfy you. That you're not mine, I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now or I'll go crazy. You're not mine, I can't deny it. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now or I'll go crazy. Yeah, yeah. Don't you hear me talking, baby? Love me now or I'll go crazy. Sweet thing, Jerry. I want to kiss him. I kissed him and half his face fell off. Guys, that was Nite Starter number 18. We're 18. What are we going to do for the Nite Starter 20th birthday? I feel like we have to do something, right? What a great night. Thanks again. Thanks again. I see Brandon, Cosmic Taco, Mo Money, Danny, Aldi Paul, Rubidale, Human Being, Beaky Dawn, Mommy Dearest, Small, Dylan, Rosewood, of course, Lorraine. I see so many of you. Felix. Thanks again. What a great night. I love doing this. I get a little bit of anxiety the day of, and then it's like the best release doing it. And then I'm like, is it over? I want to do it again. That's a thing, right? Isn't that like what happens when you get on a roller coaster? You're like, no, no, no. And then you're like, yes, I want to do it again. That's how I feel about this. Anyways, thank you again. Thanks again, Lorraine, for just bringing the room together. Thank you all. Thank you, Mo Money, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for when you donate. Like, I really appreciate that. You don't have to. If you do, it will always just keep going back into keeping this train running. So I appreciate that. And join the WhatsApp. Join my mailing list. Also, I started last thing before we wrap this night up. I finally got a Shopify going so that I can have a shop on YouTube and I can make things pop on the screen. However, today it disappeared. It's really tricky to set up, so I have to like mess with it some more. But I'm gonna put, Lorraine and I are only gonna put special like things that you can get in Shopify that pertain to Nite Starter, or like special Kendra Morris things like signed records, limited edition stuff, and maybe eventually a Nite Starter shirt. That'll all be on the Shopify shop that will be linked into YouTube. So then you can we can push buttons on the screen. We're gonna be so fancy someday. Twitch, I will get it over to you also. In the meantime, I'm working on it a little bit at a time. Thanks again. I'm gonna replay some of the stuff, some of the commercials, leave the chat open for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll see you guys next week. And that'll be great. And don't forget to do something nice for somebody this week, and don't tell anyone. Make it like a really cool secret. And you can tell someone if you want, but it's always nice to do it and keep it a secret, and then just watch it grow. Anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jerry, for being a part of Nite Starter now. And I love you all dearly. So see you next week. I don't know what the theme will be. I'm open to suggestions as well. So until we meet again, good night. Here we go. I will end the way we started. Go Knicks. Oh, how's the Knicks? Yes, go Knicks. Sorry, Spurs, but I'm all Knicks. Knicks, girl, right here. Knicks, go Knicks. All right, here we go.
City, dedicated to imagination, committed to the pursuit of pleasure. Emerald City, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Emerald City, Route 70, Cherry Hill, state-of-the-art disco.
Now everybody can get into Studio 54. Jeans. For women and for men.
A good-sounding stereo doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Listen to what $189 can buy at Tech Hi-Fi. A Philips automatic turntable, TDC loudspeakers, and a Roberts receiver at Tech Hi-Fi for just $189.
Listen to what your money can buy. Take your money can buy.
Well, the popularity of cocaine has been on the rise over the last 5 years. So have some other things. Cocaine-related emergency room treatments, up 300%. Cocaine-related deaths, up 323%. And thousands of lives down the drain. Now, if for some reason you weren't aware of all this, welcome to the glamorous world of drugs.
What's in this little blue egg that keeps Barbara Eden looking slim and trim?
Oh, there's only one answer to that. It's Legs Control Top Pantyhose. See, Legs slims and trims but doesn't bind. So you get comfort and control.
Stretching, bending, standing, setting. There's one pantyhose that's always fitting. Nothing beats a great pair of legs.
I came here
To lose
the
weight.
night before.
It's really a lot of fun because it's your
You 254 is open to everyone. And your love and your offer.
Just bet you are working overtime. I mean, oh my, do they still let him in here? It's a cute little balloon you have. But it was beautifully presented, and to see John Wayne at the... Ooh, a paparazzi. Hopefully your eyes are not like All right, we'll keep it hooked up. Let's stand.
I came here
To lose
the
weight.
night before.
It's really a lot of fun because it's
Mm-hmm.